Right lads, in this video I will be testing out some of the worst pints of Guinness in London. Quickly, a huge shout out to the sponsor of the video. Someone's got to pay the bills here at Guru HQ, lads, you know the drill. Thank you to Manscaped for sponsoring this video. The weather's getting a little bit warmer, lads, and it is officially spring cleaning time. I do not mean spring cleaning in the house, I mean downstairs below the belt. Look your best this spring and join the 8 million other men who trust Manscaped to get the job done. They're forever bringing out new products. They've got the brand new boxers which fit like a glove. They brought out a shampoo, a conditioner, a deodorant. But if you want to experience the best that Manscaped has to offer at a fairly reasonable price, go for the Performance Package 4.0. You will get the Lawnmower 4.0 with the skin safe technology that greatly reduces the chances of nicking something that you do not want to nick. The Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer, pretty self-explanatory. You get the ball deodorant, the ball toner, spritz that on the nuts even if you haven't had a shower, just in case you're about to get down to it. Manscaped will also throw in a pair of boxers when you buy the Performance Package 4.0, and to get 20% off plus free shipping, use my code PINTS20 at manscaped.com. Your balls will thank you. Alright lads, we are back in London. Usually go around looking for the best pints in a city. Now I'm looking for the worst. If you're on Instagram, if you're following me, there's a big chance you're probably following Shit London Guinness. Page set up to show off the ugliest, most disgusting, worst pints of Guinness around London. I'm gonna go to a couple of these pubs, order a pint, and let's see, was the bad pint that got featured a one-off, or do these places just have absolutely no respect for the pint culture? So before I went looking for any of these shit pints, I had to go to one of my old stomping grounds in London just to refresh the palate as to what a decent pint of Guinness tasted like. Right lads, look where we are. We're in the middle of fancy Mayfair where you've got your Chanels, your Dior's, but all I care about is the Guinea Grill, always my first port of call. Yes, an expensive pub, but some great characters running the place. My old mate Oisin, not actually here anymore, but my good buddy Alan always gives a warm welcome. Alan the boss man.
Hello sir.
What's your technique, Alan?
For me, I always point the Guinness at the harp on the glass, and for me it's at the right angle, you know. Gives it that perfect for the thickness of the head. It's just basically the right angle until it starts straightening up, and then, you know, we bring it to the top. And I always put that a little bit higher than the normal person, just because I want, you know, the perfect size head. People have been asking me, like, you know, I'm doing it 22 years now. I reckon I've put the guts of a million pints.
Yeah, could you count? What's the average year?
Who knows, like, but since I've been in the Guinea, it's been phenomenal, like, you know, it's really taken off. I've never poured so much Guinness in my life.
How many pints, or is it kegs a week, pints a week?
We're doing between 30 and 35 barrels of Guinness a week.
Three taps.
Now there's 3 taps, you know. When I came here there was only 2, and I just said to the boss man, I said, look, can we get one more in? We need it, the demand is there. And then we just bring it straight to the top, with the thing that they do with the scanning.
Genuinely tastes like a pint that you would get in Dublin, lads. Fucking lovely hurling. So after that lovely pint in the Guinea Grill, it was time to get down to the serious business. Okay lads, first pub right under the pickle, or the gherkin, the cucumber, whatever that big fucking willy looking yolk is called. Slugging lettuce right across the road. Let's just see what happens. Right lads, here we go. Not nearly as bad as the picture. Still doesn't look great, I have to be honest. The head is sour enough, a few little micro bubbles. It's fairly yellow looking. The glass isn't the cleanest, but it's nowhere near as bad as that picture. Sláinte, don't imagine it'll be great. It tastes like a pint you'd get when you're away in like Portugal or something. Yeah, not great. But like I said, nowhere near as small a head as the picture. But also something to be aware of is, like, I've heard that after a pint is posted on the page, Shit London Guinness, the Guinness quality team is like straight in to the pub the next day to fix it. Now it doesn't really seem like they've come in and made this perfect by any means, but again, this place is like for lunch and dinner. It's not by any means a pub. They do cocktails. Like, why would they give a shit about their Guinness? Yeah, it's kind of a funny one. You know, the taste is pretty bad, I can't lie. And it's funny, I was like, I wonder, was I hoping to get a bad one? Or was I hoping for it to be good? I don't really know. But yeah, like we said, nowhere near as bad as the picture, but not great whatsoever. I can imagine that pint in the picture was probably a 2 out of 10 or a -1 out of 10. This probably could be like a 5, but your man behind the bar, like, surely you would think they've seen the post from Shit London Guinness, but then maybe not. Maybe they just couldn't give a shit either. So it's funny. I think if it was a pub, they would give more of a shit, but this place, it's for fucking office people to come on their lunch. It's not. It's for salads and wraps. It's not a pub at all. It's kind of surprising they have Guinness in the first place. Sour enough, somewhat stale tasting. Gonna be a little bit of shtick. It's absolutely freezing. I feel like it's extra cold. But everywhere in the UK seems to be extra cold. Definitely not as bad as anticipated. But in saying that, I kind of anticipated that they would have improved it if they've seen the post. So yeah, it's an interesting one. Yeah, well, give this like a... I was in Amsterdam last week, the points were better there, but 5.3 out of 10. Not good, not the most disgusting point I've ever had. But yeah, just doesn't seem like there's much of a Guinness culture in this place, but why would there be? So pub 1 down, I'd say a fair improvement on what you would have seen on that Shit London Guinness page, but still nothing great. Right, just off the tube, got off at Bond Street, about an 8-minute walk now to the Coachmakers Marleybone, I think. I love all these funny London names, but yeah, I'll show the picture here. It looks like an absolute bubbly concoction of Guinness, Coca-Cola, water and poo, and pure greasy as well. So again, I keep saying it, like, surely someone in the pub was notified that the picture went on the Shit London Guinness page, and this pub I feel is going to be more like a pub, so they would take more pride in it. And like, there's one thing, like this Logan lettuce having a really tiny head on your pint, but that pint I just put on the screen just takes the biscuit in terms of looking absolutely horrendous and just like negligence, taking negligence to a new level. So let's see what happens. Again, I'm going in here with this camera not knowing what the fuck is going to happen. Let's bloody see, mate. Right, here we are, the Coachmakers Arms. This looks a lot more like a normal pub than the Slug and Lettuce did, lads, so this could be a bit of a different story. Right, lads, sitting outside, fucking noise down the street, but it's just easier to do the review outside. I want to be able to speak at a decent level, and like, I don't know, there's a good few people in there, there wasn't that much space. Get outside so I can be for real. I mean, it's nowhere near as bad as the pint in the picture, but still fucking awful. Loads of bubbles in the head, spilling all over the place. Dirty, wet glass before it was poured. Also a glass, but I don't think an official Guinness glass launch. I am not looking forward to this. Shocking. That's really, really bad. I presume none of the clientele here drink the Guinness because it just looks like they don't give two shits about it. And I am not here to shit on this place, lads. I'm really not. But I did not think it would be this bad. Like, the picture was an absolute piss take. It was never going to be as bad as the picture that I put up. That must have been a freak accident. I don't know how they made the pint look that bad. How someone hasn't relayed the information to them. And the Guinness quality, like, is this on the Guinness quality team or is it on the pub? I think it's on both. I'm just going to bring the mic a bit closer. Yeah, is it on the Guinness quality team or is it on the pub? Like, I was told by people that once your pub went up on Shit London Guinness, the Guinness quality team was in the next day, fixing the lines, giving you the right glasses, all this sort of stuff. That's obviously bullshit. The Guinness quality team, it feels like the Guinness quality team haven't been in here since fucking 1759 when Guinness was invented, because there's absolutely no quality standards going on here. Bubbly head, manky glass, wet and dirty and greasy before it was served. £6.60 for that. I can't believe I just paid that. And like I said, I'm not here to shit on the pub, lads. But where does the buck stop? Like, Guinness, how can you be letting pubs in London? It's not like it's in the middle of absolutely nowhere. A pub in London, you're letting them serve that. Shame on you, Guinness. Seriously, they say the quality team Go to every pub in the UK and Ireland every 4 weeks. Nonsense. By the looks of it, I'd say this pub never even saw the post on Shit London Guinness, which seems bizarre because it's got like 230,000 followers. Surely someone would have sent it to the owner of the pub and said, "Mate, you better sort your Guinness out, you're getting slated here." Now, it could be a case of the owner maybe saw it. There's so many possibles and probables. The owner might have seen the post and said, and was a bit too proud and said, "Fuck him, my Guinness is fine." Or he might have never seen it, but I don't know how you could own a pub in London, get featured on Shit London Guinness and not see the post. So yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. That's just a really bad pint. It tastes fucking awful. So many bubbles in it. Hate to do it, but that's 3.6 out of 10. I have had worse in like Portugal and LA, but that's about it. That's by far the worst pint I've ever had in London. What a shame. I was kind of hoping I'd be the hero and I'd come and the pint would be good and I could say, well, just because you got featured on Shit London Guinness doesn't mean it's the be all and end all. You know, you might have had a bad day, but this place is just obviously having a bad forever, because that's just unacceptable. Guinness, if you see this, you need to sort shit out. I want to reiterate, lads, I am not here to, you know, shit on pubs, throw them under the bus, get staff members in trouble. On one hand, you know, a pub should be able to serve whatever they want without being sort of shamed on social media. I totally get that. But on the other hand, as I switch camera hands, the people deserve good pints of Guinness wherever they go. And what I'm learning over the years on this Guinness Guru journey is the standards set around the place just is not good enough. Guinness claim to have quality teams going everywhere all this time. It's not good enough. There's terrible pints of Guinness being sold on the regular. The people deserve high quality pints wherever they go. And that's why I'm making this video.